You guys hear me?
Got some compromising information. Make him go on. He won't be able to work.
You guys hear me? Yeah, I don't. So as long as you guys can see. 2 minutes, 40 seconds, buy signal is valid. Pre-market range is pretty spread out. I think 100-point spread out. Oh, there is news today too. Yeah, I think it's gonna sell down. $530. Oh, you in LA? Yeah. No, I follow the rules. Buy signal. TP1 is 12,627. TP2 is 12,652.7. And then TP3 is 12,702.7. Yeah, I think it's gonna reverse now. It's gonna fall. Take an early exit out this buy. Out and into a chop. I took an early entry into a sell. Yeah, I want to take that scalp sell with me. I'm basically taking a sell to here. I got in right here. I'll be taking it down to the lower range. You guys are in profit there. I'm gonna just put for 900. Let's put 1,000 ticks. 500. So I'm in profit in that sell. I just told you to get in. And so I'll explain this trade, right? So let me explain this to you guys. So first of all, this candle is 25 points. Move after when candle closes in 1 minute and 45 seconds, closes strong down here is when you're going to move your stop losses to break even and collect some profits. Because we entered here, if you entered with me, 50 points will be right around here. It's a good thing I told you guys to get out. It's one of those days, and I'll explain why in a second. 50 points is right here. All right. I am now floating 4,000 in profit. So you see, you got that sell signal. We got in early. All right. So look, there's a reason why I implemented the range into the Sigma. On days where that range is small, like it was yesterday, is when you're going to get like really nice breakouts. But on days where the range has been created pre-market and it's over 100 points like it was today, right? And you hit TP2 for 50, all right? So we recovered that small loss. We got out early before that stop loss. We got out early. I am now floating 7,000 in profit, okay? We're hitting the bottom of the range. So it's basically what happens is, you saw me do a few things if you're paying attention. I looked at yesterday's session high, which was up here, and then it consolidated and spiked back up and failed to break the previous high. So you saw that I made this little trend line. You see down flat, cool, right? That's just basic market structure. Then I'm looking at yesterday's daily close, nice and flat down here. That's yet to be tested, right? I told you guys the VWAPs are kind of like your support and resistance. The daily support and resistance, the daily VWAP currently was floating above. We follow the rules. We got in, but then I'm looking at it and it's failing to create new highs, and there's levels that haven't been tested. So I was like, okay, this is kind of, easy in terms, and also news also be negative 0.9%. It's just a lot of confluences. So once I saw this candle spike up and reject, I'm mad that I shouldn't even told you guys to get in this. Because that's just an obvious sign of rejection. So that's my bad. But at the same time, it is what it is. I am floating 9,400 in profit, and you guys are about to hit full TP. So yeah, like when you have days where this range is over 100 points, right? There's a 130-point range. This right here was New York Stock can up but close back, and this happened before on live where I did make that mistake and got in, and we lost it. That's the time that we lost, and it came right back down. It closed beneath the range. It came right back down. So I learned from that lesson pretty quickly. Apparently not quick enough because I still got in, but we closed early. But we made it back in blood. Okay, so you guys should be floating about 90 points in profit right now. So if you're in profit, drop me a fire emoji. We just hit 100 points. Got in on this one. You can actually hold, like even you take half. I'm going to hold 100. That. You guys hear what I said earlier? I went out. What's the last thing you heard? Kept freezing. I am choppy. All right. I'm good now. Yeah, I didn't allow the you guys to unmute via Zoom. Because it watching back it's disruptive. More time. All right, so few things, right? Yesterday, nice little trend up, bam. Created this high, consolidated. Yeah, so I'm gonna explain it now. Yesterday's high was created, right? We caught these signals, we made a lot of money. Boom. Now, you have yesterday's daily close down here that's yet to be tested. Then you have today's range, pre-market range, which is the hour before the 9:30, right? 9:30 open, bam, bam. This was 130 points. Oh, fuck. There's just a lot of, I move out here and need to make sure I got Ethernet. Can you guys see everything now? Cool. Now, back from the beginning. Yesterday, call all this, created a high, consolidated during Asian. Yesterday's daily close has yet to be tested. We know about the VWAP. I teach you guys it's another form of support and resistance. It is your daily support and resistance based on volume. Now, this was the pre-market range, right? It was over 130 points. This is a long range to wait for a breakout. I say anything over 50 points, and only 50 points because one candle can be 50 points. But if you have over 100 points, you got to trade within that range. So, and I learned that from the last loss that we took a couple weeks ago, was this exact setup. And I wish I would have learned harder because I still took this buy. So look, we were buying up and then we got the buy signal. The buy signal is what was created from this candle breaking this range, but it did not close above it. It actually closed beneath it. We shouldn't have even gotten to this buy. I should have avoided it. That was my mistake. But we closed early before hitting stop loss, and we entered on this candle. The reason I got in here was because there is, from here to here, an 85-point drop that we would have missed out on. We got the sell signal on this candle, but you see how far this candle dropped, and it's just basic support and resistance trading. This is the top of the range. It rejected and closed underneath this range. Long wick, we entered. We could have entered on this candle, but I waited for the confirmation, the bearish engulfing of this candle. This is what Cookie calls a master candle. You know what I'm saying? And it's not really a consolidated zone, but this engulfed the last 4 candles. So, and we just took it to the bottom of the range, and then we hit 100 points already from entering when I told you guys to enter. Now, if you took the sell signal here, right, you're still in profit. It's still going to drop. Why? Because, I mean, fundamentally, you know, all that other stuff, but it already broke the range. It's coming back down, and that daily close is pretty far below. So if you already took that signal with me and you made money, take half, right? And let the rest run, because you actually have a really good, really good position to make another 133 points, which I recommend you guys doing. So you guys can hold to yesterday's daily close, which is at 12,330. And you guys can see right now, I'm still holding and I'm 12K in profit. So was that a good enough explanation? So do you guys make money this morning? Yeah, so de la paga que estamos sí. Yeah, I mean, sleeping on that motherfucker is pretty much like sleeping on the floor. Damn, bro. False continuous. Wrinkle size needs to be 20. What's this one? All right. False, HR cloud, show daily, show V1. True. Guys, again, you guys are not fucking listening. The daily VWAP on the EA. All right. I'm gonna go over a few things right now. Please pay attention. Let's go over my Forex funds. My Forex funds is simple. I overcomplicated this whole shit. You guys want specific lot sizes? You guys are gonna have to kind of figure out what lot sizes is what my Forex funds, and just input it in there. So if you know, if I trade with 0.25, right? And you get 25 $2.05 per point. You just have to find the equivalence with my Forex funds. Now you can simply ask them, or you can just have the EA trade by percentage, 2%, 2% per trade. Yeah. Okay. Now, or 1% per trade. It's a really simple fix. 1% per trade on my Forex fund, and it's a simple fix. Run it that way. 2, the EA, you guys are having the same problems. You guys are, it just is the problem with spoiling too much because you guys don't sit there and read. And I do everything. for you. This is why you got to sit there and actually read. Daily VWAP, weekly VWAP, monthly VWAP, right? I only use the daily VWAP as my strict, meaning that it only has to be above or below the daily VWAP. The weekly, monthly, I just have it for show to show dynamic support and resistance on those levels. Then you got VWAP 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which in all honesty, I should have just removed. It was just part of the indicator file in which we embedded into the EA. I should just remove that shit by now, but set that to off. You guys are filtering out your own trades. That's why it's not taking trades. On top of what I said earlier, when you go into tools, right? You go into options, you go into tools, and then it says disable EA, you know, all that shit. When you're switching accounts, when you do this, uncheck all that because I went over that. That's why it's not trading or why it removes from your chart. Make sure you have that off. Make sure you only have the daily VWAP as strict. And just make sure that the session is according to what you live and just set it to true. That's why it's not taking trades. You guys are having the same issue. You guys are not reading. And that was Joey. Oh, damn, I gotta play this whole shit. My fault. All right, so it's becoming productive. So you guys understand the explanation? We already made our 100 points for the morning. So anything you need me to quickly go over before I jump out? Because I have to troubleshoot some stuff for you guys. You guys are getting the same issue. Loaded successfully, but it removes because you're switching accounts or whatever. You need to disable that option. You guys are disabling your own stuff. Can you explain the profit, losses, and balance part of what? The EA? What time is it? Yo, vamos a hacer, güey. Are we going to Santiago or are we going to Cabrera? So this is what I need you to do because I need to handle this. So, comite.
¿Quieres que traiga café de
Sí. Algo de comer. Esto traigo. Baby.
Pero el café no es de bello. Café de que yo traigo.
No, yeah, bring it from Bailey's, bro. It's fine. You can get out one place. Unless you want to go there. You know what I'm saying? All right, I'm gonna do another call on the bot off live because you guys aren't listening. So, about the trade though, are we good here? I'm going to send another Zoom link in a few minutes, so we can go over the EA and get that set up. All right. Hope everybody made money, and I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Hey, I know I'm not supposed to do this, but I got the $50. I got $50 to flip, and it didn't work out. It's $50, brother. You can't trade NASDAQ with $50. Yeah, it is lower money. The content, you're not going to be able to execute a trade manually with anything less than what, $250 on Hero FX. It's based on contract size. I don't think, yeah. So we're gonna go over on the call, and a lot of the problems is a lot of you guys aren't listening. You guys are just wanting me to do the work for you, and for the most part, I can't do. Is it normal for NASDAQ to be 600 spread? It's not 600, it's only 6 points. Yes, and it's normal, especially during New York Open. And it's actually very, very low. Other places have like 16, 25, or 30. So get here, and then I'll send another link because I got to set it up on my end and give you and show you guys what it is, and record it and drop it in. And it's going to be nothing like besides settings. Okay, so we're gonna go over that in a second. See you guys in a few minutes. TP, the second TP3 is here at 12,367 for this trade as well. And I just re-entered, and I'm in profit. So all right, so I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Let me just handle this.